segregated entrance access for the disabled. I'm pleased to see that the provision in here is reasonably competent about respecting that principle of universal access.
Thank you.
But I have some follow-up questions about you can't manage what you can't measure, right? And to honor our hero, Ronald Reagan, he actually said something useful once, which was trust but verify. So I'm requesting that a copy of the preceding policy or policies that so that we can do the work that you haven't done to demonstrate what's been changed. And furthermore, I want to know what's the baseline for staffing of security and in this building so that we can distinguish what's extra staffing based upon a situation of extra occupancy.
To your first question, I think we can find those documents. I don't personally have those of what the permit application looked like in the past. I think it was a 2-page one.
I can wait for hours. It's fine. I don't need it till tomorrow.
But we can find that. And to the other one, I think each event is going to be different. And if you have an event,
I'm asking you for the background material. It's got nothing to do with what.
No, that's to the second.
And it should not wait until we test it with an event.
To your second question about how you allocate police resources. We have to know the nature of your event.
No, we need to know your normal staffing levels. Like, how about a year's timesheets for how you staff the building?
I think if you're looking for the information like that, that's probably an open records request, and we can.
Okay, and you're allowed to volunteer information without us filing an open records request. That kind of makes it adversarial.
Request to be a public record request, which can't be made orally. But it can be. It's still a legitimate public record request if it's made orally.
Let's put it in writing so we have the exact what he wants. That's what we'd like to do.
That doesn't mean you can ignore it, though.
We didn't say we ignored it.
No.
We actually put it in writing. Can I say one thing?
Sure.
I want to, and again, we've worked for how many months now? 10, 12 months. I told everyone here, when it comes down to public safety, when it comes down to deploying personnel, law enforcement personnel, we do not, we won't find a police agency in this state, I believe, or around the country, who's going to give up the right to dictate, not dictate, but provide the information on how we're going to provide that security. That is a confidential thing that we work amongst law enforcement to do. We're the experts, we're the trained personnel in that area. And honestly, that's how it's done. We do not share the information how we can't give that up. Once we can't.
That is fine so long as the expense goes to the general public like it's normally supposed to. When you start making it a poll tax for walking in this building, it's a different issue. This policy wants to shift costs back on the users of this. It's a user fee. Okay, we got a policy that's raising taxes on specific people for making use of this building. That's objectionable. It's against all of the history of this building in the state, and I don't know of any legal basis for it. I'd like to see the statutory basis for your ability to impose fees, and I'd like to also know where will the money go, and how will we see transparently what's done with it.
We believe that authority is within Chapter 2.
You can believe anything, but we want to see the evidence.
Chapter 2 is available to everybody.
Chapter 2 does not talk about what you're going to do with the money. That's an administrative and policy matter that you're forming and doing. You've stated you're going to do these policies. You must have some mechanics in place.
Yeah.
We want to see them.
I don't have the specifics of where the funds would go.
Okay, but we need to have, can you answer the question, where will the funding go?
As I mentioned, I don't have
what account will they go into?
I don't have
if I pay $50 an hour for Officer Weiss, where will the money go?
I don't have the specifics.
Well, we need an answer. That's a very simple question.
Yeah, and I don't have the answer.
How could you put out this policy without having that in place? You can't collect money if you don't have a policy in place that is open and demonstrated to the public that it's